Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. And here are my predictions for this weekend's Premiership matches. Let's start with tonight's match, Luton Town versus Everton. Well, Luton are 18th, and of course Everton are safe for another season. This match, Luton have got to win if they want to stand any chance of surviving. Now Everton are safe. It all depends on how Everton play tonight. They're safe for another season, but will they want to win to edge Luton closer to relegation? You can see why Luton have been struggling all season. They've won 6, lost 22. Everton have fared no better. They've won 12, lost 15. Of course, they've still got more points deductions hanging over them. This one I'm going to go for Luton 0, Everton 2. Everton to win 2-0 and edge Luton ever closer to Championship football next season. Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Well, Arsenal of course are top. Bournemouth, well, I'm safe for another season. Bournemouth, they're 10th. Of course, Arsenal beat Tottenham last weekend, and Bournemouth beat Brighton. Arsenal have won 25, lost 5. Bournemouth have won 13, lost 13. And of course, Arsenal will want to win tomorrow to edge a little bit closer to winning the Premier League. This one I'm going to go for Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. Brentford versus Fulham. Well, Brentford are not safe yet. Fulham, well, they're going on a bit of a wobble of late. They're 13th. Of course, not long ago they did win some matches, but since then they've, like I said, they've having a bit of a wobble. Brentford have won 9, lost 18. Fulham have won 12, lost 16. This one I'm going to go for Brentford. Brentford 2, Fulham 1. Burnley versus Newcastle. Well, Burnley are another team that are in need of points to avoid relegation. And Newcastle, well, Burnley, of course, 19th, second from bottom, and Newcastle are 7th. And of course, Burnley, they got a great result against Manchester United last weekend, and of course, Newcastle beat Sheffield United to send Sheffield United down. Burnley have won 5, lost 21. Newcastle have won 16, lost 13. This one I'm going to go for Burnley 1, Newcastle 2. Newcastle to win 2-1. Sheffield United versus Nottingham Forest. Well, Sheffield United are relegated. And Forest, well, they're not safe themselves, are they? They're 4th from bottom. And of course, Sheffield United lost to Newcastle last week, and Nottingham Forest, they lost to Manchester City. You can see why Sheffield United have been the worst team in the Premiership. They've only won 3, lost 25. Forest have done no better. Well, they fared better than Sheffield United. They've won 7, lost 19. This one I'm going to go For Sheffield United 2, Nottingham Forest 2. Manchester City versus Wolves. Well, City are second, Wolves are 11th. Manchester City of 124 lost 3. Wolves of 113 lost 15. Yeah, this one I'm going to go for Manchester City. Manchester City 3, Wolves 0. Brighton versus Aston Villa. Well, it looks like Brighton's season is going to fizzle out. At the moment, they've forgotten how to score goals. They're going through a bit of a wobble at the moment. They're 12th, and of course Villa are 4th. And of course Villa lost last night to Olympiacos in the Europa League. And of course Villa lost 4-2 to them, and they got to somehow turn that around. But I can't see Villa turning that around. They've got to at least score 5 goals to go through to the final, which I can't see them doing. Other than that, Villa have had a great season, haven't they? And the way things are going, it looks like they're going to finish in the top 4. They'll be probably playing in the Champions League next season. Whereas Brighton, like I said, they're on a wobble at the moment. Brighton have won 11, lost 12. Villa have won 20, lost 8. This one I'm going to go for Brighton 0, Villa 3. Villa to win 3-0. Chelsea versus West Ham. Well, Chelsea beat Tottenham last night. Chelsea are 8th. West Ham are below them in 9th. Chelsea, of course, as we all know, have had an up and down season. You never know what you're going to get with Chelsea. And West Ham, well, it doesn't look like West Ham are going to qualify for Europe next season. They might start next season with a new manager. I wouldn't be surprised if, come the end of the season, that David Moyes doesn't decide to walk away from West Ham. Anyway, Chelsea have won 14, lost 11. West Ham have won 13, lost 12. Of course, this is another London derby. This one I'm going to go for Chelsea 2. You never know what Chelsea team are going to show up. I mean, they beat Tottenham last night, but I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham don't go and beat them. Because you know what Chelsea are like. They're unpredictable. I'm going to go for Chelsea 2, West Ham 2. Liverpool versus Tottenham. Well, Liverpool are 3rd. Their chances of winning the Premier League are over. It ended a few weeks ago. Tottenham, of course, are 5th. Well, I don't know what's wrong with Tottenham at the moment. They lost last weekend to Arsenal. They were 3-0 down to Arsenal in the first half. And they went and lost last night to Chelsea. And of course, their defending set pieces is non-existent. I don't know what Tottenham do in the training in the week, but they couldn't defend corners for their lives. Tottenham will never like this. Liverpool have won 22, lost 4. Tottenham have won 18, lost 10. Of course, Liverpool drew with West Ham last week, and of course there was a bit of a touchline bust up between Mo Salah and Jurgen Klopp. That was a bit of an argument between those two. I think the time has come for Liverpool to say goodbye to Mo Salah. I think he's been a great player for them. He scored no end of goals for them. So I think it's time that him and Liverpool parted ways, I think, in the summer. Because there'll be a new manager coming in. But Tottenham, they've got to try and sort out this defending from corners. And, you know, they really got to sort that out. And the way they're playing at the moment, I can't see them playing the Champions League next season, the way things are going. Now this one I'm going to go for Liverpool. Liverpool 2, Tottenham 1. Crystal Palace versus Man United. Well, Crystal Palace are, well, let's say they're almost safe, but really they need another win just to be safe, just to make sure. And of course, Man United, Crystal Palace 14th, Man United 6th. And Man United have got a lot of problems at the moment. I know they're in the cup final, but and of course there's talk of Ten Hag being sacked at the end of the season. And rumours going around that some of their players will be leaving in the summer. But I'm afraid Man United are in all sorts of mess. If they do sack Ten Hag after the cup final, I don't know who they'll have. Who in their right mind is going to want to manage Man United the way Man United are playing at the moment? Erik Ten Hag, he shouldn't have gone there. He should have stopped where he was at Ajax. He'd have been better off there where he was than Man United. Anyway, Crystal Palace have won 10, lost 15. Man United have won 16, lost 12. This one I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 2, Man United 0. Well, that's the end of my predictions for this weekend's Premiership matches. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all again in another